EM10 says, how do you draw clothes? It's always a struggle finding interesting leg wear. Interesting leg wear? You could draw some people if that's fun for you. Okay, well, I mean, drawing people for me, it's always looser, and I mean, it would take me a longer time to draw a realistic person from the top of my head, because a lot of my drawings of people end up uncanny. And I'm not gonna lie, I have a type. It's this kind of like scrawny, ghost-like, hot woman character that I seem to be attracting and attracted to. Yeah, now we were talking about clothing, but this one just came out naked. I don't know, as you see, like, as I draw this, there are a lot of inconsistencies. I mean, this part is weird, these boobs are weird. It looks weird, it looks interesting as a drawing, but anatomically speaking, it's not very realistic at all. But a good way to draw clothing is to actually reference actual people out on the street. And I don't know, I take a lot of photos in my daily travels, so here is one actually. You don't see it very clearly, but it's a picture of the street with loads of people. And I mean, let me draw some figures looking at this, and let's talk about how we can handle clothes in that. Basically, when you're drawing people, you just have to play it fast and loose, especially if you're drawing from a live scene. And the good thing with people is, if you change a little detail with the costumes and stuff, the figures are really forgiving because, well, people are really variable. So, like this lady I'm referencing from that photograph. So this was wearing a coat, this interesting cut here, and the bag, like so. It's strange when you're drawing people. It's strange how much clothes shape a person, especially if you're drawing women. Well, man too, like. Yeah, so this is how it pans out, like. So something like that, pimpy and babe. But yeah, this is basically how you handle a figure drawing. And then maybe you can move in later and add some more details and color and stuff. I don't know, I think the best thing is to reference from reality. And when you look at real life photographs, you'll notice that people are actually weirdly shaped, man. People have like weird proportions and shit, like, and it feels counterintuitive if you come from a spec or a background. It feels counterintuitive because you're used to drawing creatures with very like specific anatomies. Like most of us usually look at skeletons of dinosaurs and like we are very meticulous with our reconstructions, but actually with people you can afford to be a bit weird and scrungly. And as a spec artist, like, you must work really well. I mean, like, when you draw people, okay, you must be as good as drawing people as you are in drawing reptiles or dinosaurs or something, because that's like the mark and metal of a proper artist. Like, you don't have to do this shit. In fact, like, I'm not really a big fan of drawing humans unless they happen to be hot BPD ghost ladies, but it's just like a sign of your skill, you know, how good you are with this shit, because then it translates. And when you learn how to draw this way, it translates into the way you draw animals, and your hand really like opens up. I strongly recommend it. Just sit at a cafe and draw people passing by, or take pictures of a street and then zoom into the pictures and draw them. But ideally, you should be able to do this, like no reference lines. If you notice, I just drew with just one hand holding the camera and just looking, you know. Not the first time I was drawing with one hand occupied, but anyway.